Have you noticed how one silent deception rarely stays alone? It keeps growing, also spreads, and sometimes brings in the entire generations. It's a silent curse across generations. Just look at the entire life of Jacob, the son of Isaac. Jacob deceived his own father to steal his brother Esau's blessing. This deception has consequences. Years later, Jacob himself becomes a victim of deception. His own sons use the same deception, lie to him. They sell their brother Joseph into slavery. The deceiver becomes the deceived. One wrong decision of deception created a chain reaction that stretched across generations. Jacob fled his home and lived in exile for 20 years. He never saw his mother Rebekah again after leaving. He mourned for Joseph 17 long years, believing his son was dead. His sons lived with guilt and hidden sin for decades. Deception led his entire life in worry. Deception never builds peace, it builds prisons. The New Testament warns us clearly. In Galatians chapter 6-7, God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Also in John chapter 8:44 it says, the devil is a liar, and the father of it. Revelation chapter 12:9 says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil, and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. So when a person deceives anyone, he works for the devil and not for God. When deception becomes a normal practice, it slowly damages everything for him in future. Marriages loses trust, friendships loses honesty, faith becomes just a hypocrisy, and children inherit hidden wrong patterns. And it becomes a generational curse. Now ask yourself honestly, have you ever spread false information to damage someone's career? Have you ever used manipulation to harm a neighbor or colleague? Have you ever hid the truth to protect your reputation? Because deception can feel like protecting you, but actually it destroys from inside. Look at Judah, one of Jacob's sons. In Genesis chapter 38, Judah finally confesses his sin publicly and accepts his misdoing. This confession of sin becomes a spiritual turning point. From Judah's lineage, God chooses to bring salvation to the world by coming as Yeshua Messiah. So the curse of deception ends through Yeshua as one surrenders to him by knowing the truth. 1 John chapter 1:7 says, if we walk in the light, the blood of Yeshua Christ cleanses us from all sin. Truth may feel painful for a moment, but it destroys deception that occurs for generations. You can pass down lies to your generation, or you can pass down the truth. When you pass down truth, the curse and generational chains are broken and you and your generations are free from sins and curses. But if you pass down lies, the generational chains remains as sins and curses. You can continue the chain or you can break it today. The choice between deception and truth is in your hands. He that hath ears to hear, let him hear.